Hi, my name is Brenda Titus, and thank you for joining me for my video series, My Year Recovering from Retinal Detachment. This is video number 25 in my series. If you haven't seen the prior videos, I definitely recommend that you go back and you check out the journey that got me to here. That includes 2 retinal detachments, 2 surgeries to repair, and then 2 cataract surgeries to deal with some of the side effects associated with those surgeries. So today I'm going to be talking about a particular side effect or complication that I experienced after my cataract surgeries. And so before I begin talking about that, just a reminder, I'm not a medical provider. I'm not here to provide medical advice. I will provide some links down below, both in the comments as well as in the video description about retinal detachments, about signs and symptoms and cataract surgeries, and also this particular complication. So you can definitely take a look there. I realize that it will be very clear that I'm not a medical professional because I struggle with being able to say the name of this complication. So I'm going to go with the kind of the less not medical term, which is called a secondary cataract. So with a secondary cataract, kind of the point is that after we have cataracts and then we have an artificial lens that is put in, that's what they do during the cataract surgery, then you should be good to go and you won't develop further cataracts. But apparently, sometimes there is this thing that happens, and I don't really understand why, but hopefully maybe one of the links that I provide it will explain it better than I can. I just know my experience of it, which is frustrating. So I will be honest about that. So basically, it is very much like experiencing cataracts all over again, which is not fun. So the one kind of thing so I didn't realize that this was an issue. When I went in for one of my follow-ups after my second cataract surgery, the doctor told me that this was going on, and he said, you know, we're gonna have you go in, meet with your cataract surgeon, and it's just a quick laser procedure in the office, and then you should be good to go, and then you can come back and we'll do a glasses check. And so I said, you know, okay. I really hoped that I would be getting glasses like soon, that day or whatever. No. So when I've already had one procedure to clean up this eye. So when I went in, and actually, you know, at that point, I'd been through so much. I'd been through the cataract surgery. I'd been through the vitrectomy and all these things. So I pretty much had an open mind. And again, if it was going to help my vision, I was all for it. And so I went in, and my doctor is pretty amazing. I've said in prior videos, she's really good at distracting me. And we kind of went back and forth over which eye we were going to do that day, because this was the first surgery that had been done. And that was the one I thought we were going to do. But she said, no, this one was more significant, would make a bigger difference. And my relationship with my doctor has always been, you know, well, what is going to give me the best outcome and the fastest outcome, because I need to get back to work. I need to get back to driving. I need to get back to all of the other things associated with my life. And so she said, okay, well, we'll do this one. So I said, great. So like I mentioned, she's really good at distracting me. So she just kind of set everything up, and she was talking to me and being very nice about how far I've come and how good I'm doing with like the nervousness and the anxiety associated with, you know, all of these procedures, and how impressed she was with how well I did. And before I knew it, you know, and it was done. So I was very, very happy about that. I had that day off of work and an additional day, and then I was fine. It was very, very simple. I went back in to meet with the ophthalmologist about my glasses, and I discussed that quite a bit in video number 24 about vision. So you can, take a look there. But basically, he said, well, this other eye has to be done. Basically, as much as I was so frustrated that I felt that my vision was getting worse, I was very, well, I don't know if I thought about it at that point. I just felt like I desperately needed glasses, and that was going to solve all my problems. But he said, no, glasses aren't going to resolve this. You need to go back and get the other one done. So we scheduled that. So it's been a couple of weeks since we did that, and the longer it's gone, I can tell that the one that was done, I can definitely tell that there's a difference. So it does have the macular pucker. So some of the wavy lines that make it, frustrating. I don't use this eye almost at all. I mean, I do right now, but I trend towards using this eye. They don't quite work together very well yet. So I don't really think about that this one really benefited me, but it is true that when I close this eye, I can tell that this eye is much clearer. So that gives me a lot of hope for when this one is resolved. But it is really true that this one now feels a lot like when I had the cataracts before. I can definitely tell that it's day by day. I can tell the impact. Now one thing, it's not as dark as maybe the cataract was before, so it's not as bad, but I'm definitely feeling it more, the blurry vision, the light sensitivity, and some of the similar, symptoms that I'd had before. So it's a bummer, as we say in California. It's a disappointment, would be the more mature way to say that. It feels like a setback. But I'm just, doing what I can, as we say in hypnosis, every day and every way I'm getting better and better. I try to have a better attitude. Some days I'm better than others with that. It's true. And I'm just trying to have, patience with myself and with my circumstances. So I'll be going, I'm counting the days right now, and just kind of saying, okay, just, one foot in front of the other, how many days I have at work, how many, events. I'm going to go to another play again this week without what I think is the vision that I want to have, or, seeing my nieces in their events or different things like that. So, and very limited on the driving. So it impacts my independence as well. And so, but I'm just, trying to just do what I can. And I really hope that I will have really great things to say in a couple of weeks about the outcome from that. So after that, I'll get to go kind of two things. I'll get to go and meet with the retinal doctor about this eye and to see, okay, what are the next steps on, are we going to do anything more with this eye and the waviness? And then also hopefully resolving some of the issues to help with I guess, the near vision. He does really expect that my far vision will be greatly enhanced because now it'll be clear. And so I have great hope where it comes to that. And hopefully between that and just understanding how reading glasses work and having this eye be clear again, that will help a lot too. So Uh, so I have kind of a mixed bag. I hate to end with the for this video kind of with that, but it is a video where I'm talking about complications. So so I just have to be kind of honest about that. At one point, I shared that that part of my goal was to be always ahead of my journey, so that I could at least be able to tell you, "Don't worry, I made it through." But right now, this is truly kind of where I am in my journey, and I don't really know what the next steps are going to be. I do know what's scheduled, and I know what is expected, and so I have a lot of hope and can kind of just look forward to that. And so that makes kind of this in between time a little bit easier, and hopefully I can just kind of relax, enjoy the ride, and and know that there's more on the other side of this. So hopefully that will be helpful. As I very often think about like creating a wonderful vision for the future, and that vision is in here, and soon it will be here as well. So we'll think about it that way. So with that, I really, truly appreciate, especially if you've watched my entire journey so far, I really appreciate you joining me for this. And I also really appreciate and hope that the information I share can benefit other people. That's actually why I'm sharing it. So, I didn't know anything about this whole secondary cataract thing until it happened to me. But then again, I suppose every part of the journey I didn't know about until it happened to me. And so now a big part of my goal is to be able to help other people to be prepared for what could come their way as well. So with that, definitely, if you are interested, take a look at the links down below. I will share some information about that treatment, the laser deal that I had already and will have again coming up soon, and some other helpful pieces of information as well. So with that, thank you so much. I will be back after the next, when I have more news to share. How about that? And with that, I wish you a wonderful day. Bye.